this point, it's not looking good to win the pistol round, but maybe they can get the plan and have a fighting chance going forward because time is running very low and Bits has got B on lockdown.
The problem with the smokes as well is that they're going to land behind the CTs, right? So you still need to actually fight and win. It's fine to stop rotations, but they're not going to help unless you can break through. Oh, that's an interesting counter smoke coming out from the CT side. That's actually creating a bit of a problem for the Ts. Although Rez, that's an important kill right there with the P250. Gunning for another one. They're going to get it on Imma. This is actually turning out pretty well right now. Although Alexi, he might be able to shut it down. Almost out of bullets here. And Config will take him down right at the end. A double kill for Config. And just like that, it's Bit on his own with the dualies in a 1 versus 2. But they are very low on health.
Very low indeed, Anders. He's certainly got a fighting chance. Alexi B has done a lot of the groundwork for him, and it's a beautiful finish with the dual elites. Absolutely no problem there for Bit, and it will be a conversion for Navi. Early 5-on-4, but like we said, Navi, NIP with those 2 smokes, full execution potential. At least got the bomb planted, had the man advantage there, but Alexi B did so much to slow them down, inflicted a ton of damage. This is where things kicked off for JL, but this is where Alexi B came to life as well, lining them up, finding his headshot through the smoke. And then, yeah, quite a simple finish there for Bit as he gets the pistol in the bag. It's going to be wonderful. Managing to get some funds in the bag going forward, get the AWP out nice and early, you would imagine.
He was pretty good yesterday, Alexi,
very good.
From memory serves. So yeah, that's something to look forward to. That's not always necessarily been.
And it was on the pistols as well. He got like 3 kills on like every pistol run, it felt like. So that trend's continuing here. That's it is going to be that second round force buy. Like we said, they get the bomb planted at the very least. They've got something to work with here, ladies and gents. So the Galils, single AK, Tech 9 as well. It's a really potent setup built around Rez. S-Tag's been found out with the Tech 9 towards short, and JL doesn't fancy the fight just yet. Going to be retreating here somewhat, but still pretty committed. Needs a bit of backup.
Oh, that's surely a free kill, and it will be. You'll take it. They lose the Tech 9 on the one side. A little bit of a boost coming over. Bits. That should be a free kill. No, Config, he just happened to find himself in the right corner. Unbelievable. I think, you know, you time that slightly differently, and Config's wide enough open that you're going to be able to get the kill on him. Okay, well, 4 versus 4, and they're going to do the rotation out long, it looks like.
Yeah, it's a bit of a reset of the round, and you're right, we're going to head towards long, and this could be quite difficult to deal with here. It's going to be wonderful defending the A bomb site right now, just with the MP9, the SMG. He's got an HE grenade, but right now you can see just jump spotting. He'll get one towards long in terms of information, but here comes a little executions. That grenade is going to be everything for him. Oh, it's a beauty as well. Significant damage, and just to slow them down, a bit of a warning shot, but the commitment still will come through. It's going to be Navi defending, and the first kill goes in their favor.
That's an incredible burst from the MP9. That's quite some range. They are trying to answer back, but it might be too late here. 1 versus 2. The Tech 9 up against it, and Wonderful will take care of business towards the end of the round. I can't believe he hit that for the first burst. I know you've been warning us about the MP9 for quite a while, but my God, like I'm still surprised when I see it work at that range.
Honestly, with the burst fire like that, it sometimes looks like a rifle. The absolute really masters of it can do some incredible things with that particular weapon. MP9 still continues to be the best gun in the game, it would seem. And it's wonderful. Closing things down. He was the solo A defender, manages to survive the round. Deny the plants, more importantly. And we should have an eco here for an IP as well. So yeah, Desert Eagles, some P250s, but no Kevlar or nades to report of. So should be a bit of a gimme round. Some open runway for Navi to get that 3-0. It's their opponent pick as well, Anders. So a nice 3-0 start here would be very welcomed indeed. As we'll see Imma, the young Romanian, defending towards the bathrooms.
And to be honest, in NIP's game yesterday, this is part of the problem was they went so far down from not winning any of the pistols, especially in that first map. It was really tough. It's tough in MR12 to come back from. Hate to say it, but it's true. If you end up losing all of the pistol rounds and you can't really convert them quickly, you can just go, you can fall behind a lot.
Bear in mind as well, this is the debut event for Alex, new in-game leader. Yeah. They've got a few days practice, and we even heard in their comms yesterday, they were saying like, let's just go with that pug style. Let's just pretend like it's face it. Let's just do what we can here. And that's fine, but it kind of suggests that they're not really in a position to go too deep in this tournament. It's just about getting reps in, and Config shows us how talented he is with that Desert Eagle. Beautiful shot on Imma, and that makes things a bit uncomfortable now. Bear in mind, they don't have Kevlar or any more utility, but they've got the early advantage here.
Oh, good job on Alexi to juggle the weapon back so no one can pick it up. Wonderful up close, but head trick will find him. Molotov down preemptively, but Alexi, he's going to get run down. He can't even get a single kill on that one. Way overworked through the position. There's the burst at range. Unbelievable. Double headshot. Rez and S-Tag both going down. And an HG Rider on top that almost kills Alex. 2 versus 2, but my god, Navi are quick on this retake.
They've got the rifles in hand. NIP can still win this, especially if they keep this up. It's Headtrick that brings it into a 2 versus 1. Bear in mind, these players are very squishy. The swing will come in, and Alex is absolutely bloody loving it. Look at that passion, Anders. Yeah, Config doesn't know what to do with this energy. It's a massive round to win. Bear in mind, this was the full eco pretty much. There's some Desert Eagles, BT-50s, no Kevlar, no nades, and Config finding those openings enables them to clutch out in the 1 versus 1 there. And 2 to 1 now as we get a bit of a timeout as well. So it's all to play for. An eco victory, Anders. You love to see it so early in the morning.
Yeah, and a potential team speak, I believe. Maybe we can get a listen in during the tech pause.
Oh, let's have a look.
Let's be a little bit more relentless, boys, when we go on that side, kinda. Let's just try to kill them.
That's actually incredible advice.
Yeah,
I've thought about this too often, but should try to kill them.
Honestly, that's what it all comes down to at the end of the day. And you can have the world's best strategies, the in-game leader, the coach, but if you can't kill them, what good is any of them?
He did also bring up a keyword, I guess, relentless. So I guess that was probably more the key point here. Just try to really choke them out. That's really what they did. Like they were drowning Alexi in the bomb site. Yeah,
they demonstrated a stifling play there. Like the Desert Eagle just swarming closer and closer. Each and every step, it's going to be Navi now on the back foot. They have to demonstrate their Deagle prowess. If any, it's going to be S-Attack though, finding the first frag, takes down Bits. That's towards Monster as well. So a nice early frag. It's going to force out some sort of reaction here. So you'd assume this to pump the brakes here. It's a very welcome gift having the early 5-on-4. You've confirmed you're up against pistols. Bait out that utility, group up, and should be smooth sailing from this point on. But you never know. JL on that M4 yet to really have his moments here on Overpass. Very early days. As this is where he starts to sink his teeth into NIP. This is a booster. Honestly works out a lot more than it should. Like, it's well known, it's quite common, but it always seems to yield a couple of frags.
It's one of those boosts that really comes and goes, right? Like, once it gets a little bit popular again, people start to check it more, then it falls off again, and then people stop using it, and then it becomes viable again for that reason. Like, it just feels like it depends on what week or what month of the year you're in. You're gonna be either successful. But I feel like right now, yeah, you're right. It's been out of the meta a little bit. People check it a little bit less. You can see Rez a little bit late to the party on that one, and it works.
It always seems to work. And now you can maybe salvage another rifle. Rotate over towards B. You're hoping it forces them in towards the bomb site. And it certainly will here. Alexi B calling for the backup, and he's only got that 5-7. Bear in mind, he's fully invested here with no grenades as well, trying to use their smoke against them, but the pre-fire comes through. It's Config to crack open the B bomb site. Another boost will have to be deployed here, and it's Imma. They can't quite find the killing blow towards Config, who's still willing to fight this one. Jiggling from short, and now it is going to be a 4 versus 3. You might want to consider saving here, because the CTs are on the back 4, even more so now as Imma gets dropped.
And they have an AK, so you save the M4 and the AK if you can. Maybe that M4 is on the other side, but I was going to say for a minute they actually had both rifles. That would have been definitely worth saving. I think that's what JL is kind of hunting for at the moment, and NIP probably trying to stop that from happening, but he's got his hands on it. It's going to be away. That's not too bad. Wish they could have got a kill on Alex probably, but you know, getting a kill, and they came into the round with a rifle, they exit with 2, it's not that bad.
It's not too bad, but it was the forced buy. Still gives them a fighting chance going to that next round, but NIP have officially arrived here on Overpass. A clean round here, and the preemptive shot down towards the order position. Alexi B just had nothing going on for him there. Just a 5-7 in hand, no utility after finding that initial kill as well. You'd think that could be enough. With the boosted rifle towards A, but of course, when you see that boost coming in, you know there's at least 2 players committed on that side of the map. So sure, Rez went down, but at least they got a bit of information. They could strike in towards B, and that seemed to be the correct call. But as you mentioned, we have got 2 rifles saved, Anders. Wonderful and JL. Still, quite a potent setup is going to be deployed here. We'll see whether they can actually cause any damage. I'm trying to see what the rifle is. It's going to be wonderful in towards the bathrooms. We have got a bit of backup around him, just looking for a bit of information as JL as well. Trying to find that opening duel if possible.
Well, look at how they're pushing out of the B bomb site. So the other rifle is also being escorted around the map. More boosts coming in. That's what they've got for us.
Yeah. Let's see what they can make of it. See Config on the other side. Could be the first victim. The boosts have been quite impressive.
Just peeping through the windows, Henry.
Yeah, indeed. What could be on the other side? Well, for now, they are going to find Rez. And it's going to be wonderful, the opening frag. But Alex will return, so they know at least where one rifle is for now. Are they going to continue with their progress up towards long? Time will tell. S-Tag in a pretty difficult spot. Wonderful will get his second kill of the round here. It's actually looking like they can win this one. 4 versus 2. Have we lost someone on the server?
I think we did, yeah.
I'm trying to, like, the GUI suggests that we've lost a player here. So we'll continue and we'll see whether they can recover. It's going to be Navi with a potential eco victory here. Bear in mind saving 2 rifles, but didn't really invest too much into this one.
And this double flank coming in, one from Connector. I kind of almost wish that Alexi was going to rotate out long, but either way, it's really, really hard for NIP to keep this going. They've got to plant the bomb while defending from behind. I just don't know how this is going to be playing out. They are so boxed in. Nice headshot from Alex. It's a step in the right direction. Bomb gets planted. Actually, wonderful low on health. Head trick. Is he going to be able to do it? It's not going to quite be enough. It was close there for a minute, but it looked like they were going to be able to bring it home there in a 2 versus 4. So it comes down to a 1 versus 1 at least for a second.
So yeah, an unfortunate round there. Not sure exactly what happened. The headset's off, so I'm assuming there is some sort of technical issue. But it will be 3-2. Navi managing to make that round work. We are going back and forth there. This is a nice bait and switch setup. Getting that rifle of wonderful setup towards the bathrooms and just trying to throw in the cannon fodder, the pistols, unarmored. Just trying to take a bit of aggro for him to mow them down. Alexi B to close things out as well. So there is that technical pause. It looked like we lost config. And it doesn't look happy about it, but maybe just a PC crash. Looks like he's in the reboot process, I would say.
Yeah, turn it off and turn it on again is a classic. When,
it does. Yeah, it does work.
Works a lot of the time, doesn't it? Yeah, well, it'll happen every once in a while. Hopefully, they can bounce back. But yeah, a little bit unfortunate for NIP, given the circumstances. They put in some work to try and get into this position where they had a little bit of pressure onto the Navi economy. I guess they probably still do. But yeah, Navi barely winning the round. One person alive.
One person alive, but they didn't invest very much. So it's where they could potentially stabilize. But it is the war of attrition right now. We're going to see 4 spy after 4 spy as we just wait for the final member of NIP to join. It looks like it's going to be config. Alex looks fired up this tournament. Bear in mind, like, there's not really much he can do with this tournament. He's come in with, 4 or 5 days. Rough. They just came back from Shanghai as well, where they played without him. So they were prepping for another tournament. He had a few days, and everyone's obviously going to be jet-lagged and kind of like burnt out from that sort of event and that sort of travel. There's only so much he can bring to the table here. So yeah, like in terms of having to call like essentially a pug style and just trying to slot into their system, this is always going to be an uphill challenge for him.
Well, Henry, I've been meaning to ask you, how have you been enjoying the Danish weather so far?
I actually don't. Well, the fact it's raining today, that's the biggest problem. When it's just cold and crisp, I don't mind it. That's all right. I guess it's like some nice cold exposure. Today, though, when it's windy and rainy, that's like the worst feeling. Yeah. Like, when it's cold as well. And we have some pretty early starts here. So walking around at like 8:30, I was like, oh, this isn't it. So today I wasn't feeling it. Like most the other days, I was like, okay, it's just cold. It's fine though. But yeah, the rain wind combo, not your best work.
No, well, it's what we have on offer, about 80% of the year.
I would take snow. Snow would be okay.
So this is the problem with this. Really, is the problem with Denmark is that we're right in that zone. Like if you go a little bit, towards Sweden and Norway, you got snow. And it's cool and it's fun.
Right.
But we're like just in the zone where you get it's just cold and rainy. I apologize, but it's all we've got. I've seen a lot of little mascots on the tables, Henry.
I have as well.
You ever the kind of guy to bring a mascot?
I think at one point, maybe, like nothing that I can recall. No funny stories of that. I think I've had like little cuddly toys though on the desk at one point. Have you ever had like any sort of superstitions or mascots yourself, like or a ritual you would do before a big moment in your life for good luck?
I don't know if this. I guess it probably does kind of superstition. Like I remember what would happen a lot. I guess I don't know how much people use Teflon skates anymore on mice.
Sure, I think so. I think that's still a big thing. I'm not sure about the material, but yeah, people will replace their skates all the time. Yeah.
This is at least there's a very big deal when I used to play it various lands, stuff like that. And every time we'd like, you know, you lose like a big match or something, you'd be like, I think I need to replace my Teflon. Like, I think Teflon might be one down. That was like a big thing. Probably made no difference whatsoever, but
if you lost the game, that's when you were just, like regardless.
You had to blame something, right? It was like,
okay.
So, you know, maybe a little bit of superstition in that sense. You know.
Yes, a little bit of something there. Every time I've lost, it
like
couldn't possibly be me. It must be the mouse skates.
It's like the old school version of changing your res or your sensitivity or something, you know?
No, it's definitely an old school version of something. Like, I'm not sure what, but yeah. Thanks for sharing. Like, I guess that's not really more of a ritual. That's more like copium. Like, like that was like a ritual is normally something you do before the game. Like, try and get yourself in the zone. You're doing it after the losses come through and it's all gone wrong.
Before the game, any kind of pre-game ritual, anything?
Like I used to do chewing gum. Like, I'm not sure. Like, that became a thing. Like, Twist was doing that for ages. Like,
oh yeah, I remember those days.
That was a whole thing. I used to do that when I was a player as well, because it like I read somewhere that it kind of increases the blood flow around your head and specifically your brain. And like, even if that is placebo, like you would just be like, oh, I feel like I played 5% better there. Okay, so you're just like, there's no downside to chewing gum. Like, if anything, there's only pros. I think it kind of helps with dental hygiene. You get like better jaw kind of definition, and you get nicer breath and potentially more brain power, Anders. So why wouldn't you do that?
I do actually remember that we do used to believe quite religiously that there was a inverse correlation between how well people played in warm-up and how well
we used to think the same thing. Is this like, oh, he's used up all of his skill. Like, if he's playing well there, like, he's going to be terrible.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
No, that was definitely something. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. There was a technical issue, but of course, the players cannot speak during that time, so they take a tactical timeout as soon as we enter freeze time just to discuss what the hell is going on in the next round. Bear in mind, they just lost to the saved rifles, a few pistols there as well. Nothing to be ashamed of. It happens all the time. Just one rifle can steal a round away. We did lose one NIP player. It's unfortunate. They have to move on, as Navi will have the upper hand going into the next round. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we are, am I ready to say it? Back underway.
Back underway.
I hope so. And there we go. Let's get into it.
Okay, they actually have a bit to work with here on the NIP side, a little bit more than I was expecting, so that's interesting. Thought they were going to be way more broke than that, so a chance for them to manipulate pass or technical port anyway.
Oh, it's exciting.
We're really going,
I knew it.
It's a bit of a roller coaster
Like,
now.
as soon as I was ready to announce it, I was like, I should just wait until they're moving. But I'll take the blame for that one. Yeah, JL, I feel you, bro.
He's got the prayers out. He's he's really working for it. He's trying his best.
I'm seeing fist bumps at least. That suggests that we'll be good to go momentarily. If you're just joining us, you're not too late. This is the first map of the Group A lower bracket final. The winner advances to the playoff, the quarterfinal specifically. And unfortunately, the losing team, Anders, guess what? They're going home.
Yeah. No more Counter-Strike, at least for the minute. I must say, we have some great games coming up today. I really look forward to the Astralis Heroic game.
Oh, true. We get to watch that as well. We're not commentating that.
We're not commentating that.
We can get fun. Which team are you on? We're officially Team Heroic. I put the vote in this morning.
Okay,
but,
good.
Just so you know.
We're following the Cadian story, right? Like that's a little bit exciting. So I guess, I'm happy with that. I'm good. We're good with that one. And look at this. We're back in the game. Wonderful has picked up a kill right to begin with. It's the AWP to take down Hetrick. So nice little, just run in there, throw a bullet his way. Anyway.
Yeah, I think he's like a really well-rounded AWPer. He's got a nice mixture of like calculated aggression like that. He knows when to play defensive lines and hold on to advantages. He doesn't seem to be a loose cannon and just go rogue. It all seems to be a nice package, honestly, with Wonderful. So I'm super excited to see how he kind of evolves into this team. He's already a top-tier AWPer, if you ask me, but now under this sort of leadership and with the Navi resources, I'm super happy he's got this opportunity. But for now, a 5-on-3, ladies and gents, we are going to see JL in a position to close things out here towards shore. There's a minute remaining, and he has got the information. 2 players there. Lands a dink as well. Takes Alex down to 16 points of health as they look to potentially just save at this stage. They're getting battered and bruised across the map. No one can really seem to find any sort of opening. Time is starting to run thin. Nice grenade, I suppose. Actually does quite significant damage towards Bit, but what's the final play, Andy? You got one smoke, a couple of mollies. I think they are just going to save the weapons.
Yeah, it's fine. You throw the grenades. You hope that somehow you get a kill with it.
Exactly,
maybe,
right.
When you don't, I don't think there's much you can really do. That's unfortunate. And it's unfortunate for a couple of reasons, right? Obviously, they lose the round, but it's also Navi coming away with 5 rifles in this one. You look at the Navi economy, it's not doing that well at the moment, but these, this round will make up for it a little bit. They're going to be in a better state, and obviously NIP will have to try and just fight into the next one. That's, yeah, maybe a little bit concerning. I guess it's early days. 4-2 the scoreline. There's still a chance for NIP to recover a lot of this first half here, but yeah, so they've been stumbling a little bit in the beginning here for a couple of different reasons.
Yeah, it's not been the idyllic start they were looking for. It's been back and forth, had a few technical issues, and Navi, for now, will be leading 4-2 on their opponent's pick of Overpass, the first of our best of 3. It's Mirage up next, nuke if required, as we are back into another gun round here. It's NIP. We've actually got an okay buy, all things considered. The AWP on head trick. We've got a couple of Deagles in the mix. Config and Alex, they can do with the pistols, but Config's got one of the best Deagles in all of Counter-Strike, to be honest with you. So
it does.
It's probably not a big deal. And Rez and S-Tag on the rifles.
He was advocating that per Counter-Strike as well, you know.
True.
Deagle out.
He is so ready to play like that. He's like, guys, basically what I'm saying is just let me do what I want. Let me run around and kill everyone. And I'm so here for it. Let him do it.
He's exactly the kind of player you'd want in that state of mind anyway. Like, I'm sure he's a scary person to run into when he's just completely off the leash. So, all right. Well, they get the opening kill on JL, and it wasn't even Config. It was S-Tag sneaking in. A little bit of a jump from Alexi. Good information. Some spray as well. Gonna throw over a grenade. Might actually land right on top. That's devastating. S-Tag.
Yeah, that hurts a lot, doesn't it? That's a beautifully timed grenade. So S-Tag will be demoted down to the Desert Eagle, I'm afraid. But they still have the man advantage, and it's not all is lost. 40 seconds. They still have a lot of execution potential with 3 smokes. And you need 2, really, to get that bomb planted. And here comes the first of the bombardment of utility. Smoke's being deployed. Counter smokes being offered up in return, and it's going to be wonderful. He'll have the shooting gallery first. He's done very well to slow them down. Good grenade. Can he hit the shots?
Certainly looking for it. Scoped up already. Didn't even really see him, but Alex just gets blown up, but he's not quick enough on the trigger there. A bit of a lineup for Bits, and it will be a double for him. And this is enough. Alexi will take 2 of his own, and Navi will continue on their reign of terror here. They shut it down. No bomb plant being allowed for either. And yeah, all the difference there for Wonderful. Even getting the 1 kill makes a big difference, right? Like he could have screwed that up.
Even with the 5-on-4 advantage there, you could see NIP just don't have the tactical depth right now to kind of convert these situations. They're kind of waiting for CT reactions. They don't come through. The clock's running quite low. They executed. There was nothing wrong with that, but it was just quite telegraphed. You could see that the CT's more than ready for it. Wonderful, just toying with them. They line up, so the spacing's a little bit off. Like, you just see that the small details. And that's going to be quite a disappointing round to give over, considering they had that first pick. So much map control as well. And unfortunately, losing the first couple of kills here as well. And it's 5-on-3 before I can even finish kind of dissecting the previous round.
Yeah, this one could be a fairly quick one. Down to watching a couple of Deagles try to wait their way through this one. But yeah, 5-2. About to be 6-2 in favor of Navi. They're probably quite happy with where things are going at the moment, you've got to say. Individually, Wonderful playing well again. Alexi's playing well. Imagine if that could be a main statement of Navi roster, because I feel like his performance individually, his whole sort of tenure and first, in NIP and then Navi and all the rest, like it's been a bit of a mess, hasn't it? So it'd be cool to see him.
I really like him as a player.
Stability. No, I like him as a player too, but I'm just saying that like the stability around him is.
I just wanted to drive that point home. It's just like I think he's a stone cold killer. I think once he's in the zone and he's looking good and he's hitting his shots, it can be a beautiful thing. And we'll see if Navi can close this one out. And certainly can. Quite a clean finish there, as will be Navi continuing to run away with this first half. And we've got some fist bumps coming through, some smiles.
Oh no.
For XB fans, and their headphones, don't take them off, don't you dare. Oh, you know what that means.
I've got a pitch for you, Henry.
That's doing what? This sounds ominous.
What if, because we got Source 2 out, which means the engine can do new things, right?
Yeah.
What if...
Yes, thank you very much, Maniac and the crew. We are back NIP versus Navi will resume. We're still here in the first round of Overpass. It's a formidable lead for the likes of Navi. They're currently up 6-2, Anders. Everything's good to go. I'm going to wait till they start moving before I change the tone. And we're good to go. All right, let's get into the action here. Round number 9. And hopefully that's all the nonsense dealt with, as we'll see whether this full buy from NIP will change their luck.
They need it right now. They need to get back into the swing of things here, especially after a little bit of an extended break there. Hopefully they can recover just fine. It's still wonderful, and Alexi playing quite well on that Navi side, and with the NIP, I mean, they're getting the kills, they're doing some damage. It's not like Navi just completely running away with it. I would say, you know, T side of Overpass here, if they can get up to, you know, the 4 rounds, something like that, they've got something to fight for still, and that's possible. They can get there.
They can absolutely get there, but bear in mind, there's just a single gun round going in their favor. They've got 1 eco victory as well. So definitely need to see some more promising scenarios for them. A couple of bomb plants. Clutch play would be very welcome to this stage as we get to the 1 minute mark. They haven't got much in terms of map control, Anders. Nothing towards shore. Connector is not theirs yet. They barely have party. So this could be a bit of a scramble towards the end of round number 9 here. Good off position from Imma. And Rez did not spot him. So he thinks the long is clear.
Yeah, and Imma spotted them twice now. He spotted them in the beginning, that's why he's moving up. He's actually reading this scenario so incredibly well.
Yeah, this is perfect. Should be a Navi round based on this little transition alone.
Yeah, because they should be able to rotate Wonderful down in not too long, but maybe this could make a difference here. Config, if you won that fight, that might have been the opening that they need. Now they're slowed down in the tunnel again. There's going to be more grenades flashing their way in. Oh my god, what a setup! It's Bit with the absolute finish. Quad kills set up from the flashbang. That's how you do it.
Yeah, he lines them up and knocks them down. Unbelievable flash there. That is a thing of beauty. Navi steal the round away once again. And as we just go back to that point, you can see NIP just look a little bit lost. As soon as they don't have any map control, there's 20 seconds left on the commitment. And you can see it is locked out by a Molotov and a single flashbang. Everyone lines up. They do the human centipede in Monster. And it all goes horribly wrong for them.
Yeah, just as ugly as it's ever been.
Yeah. Oh man. Like
that flash setup. That's what when you call for a flashbang from a teammate. That's what you dream of. Exactly. And it never really works out that way.
Like normally they'd go like left and right, but everyone went to the left, and it just couldn't be more perfect for him. And that's gonna be a rough round because they know as well they've just been absolutely owned in every facet of the game. You know, like in terms of they've lost all that map control.
Yeah.
When they watched this back as well, they realized the CTs were flanking from T-spawn. Like, they just had everything under lock and key at that point. You got 20 seconds, you had no utility. Oh, bloody hell. Everyone's like, what is going on?
It's just one of those days, isn't it?
Everyone's like, hand up the keyboard. I didn't do anything.
Somehow,
Didn't do nothing. I got this.
It was not me. Okay, well. Yeah, they all went left, Henry. It's like, you know, you try and pass someone in the supermarket and you just they keep going the same way that you're going.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, this is just social awkward. You're like, oh, like, please, can we just stop this? I needed to stop.
Get me out of this cage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was wild. What a flash. Flash to the tournament, I suppose. Like, you
It must have been.
Can't ask for much more than that. Good God. And that's one of those rounds you just kind of feel sick at the end of it. It's like, well, that might just summarize our half.
Yeah.
Point. Like, we've got nothing going on. The bomb's not being planted. We're not getting basic control. We're not applying the pressure.
And it's tech
timeouts coming out the wazoo. Yeah, it's not ideal. As we go 7-2 down, another partial buy. Like I said, sure, they've got maximum loss bonus, but the bomb's just not going down. So they're not getting the luxury of being able to ride the loss bonus and bring out AKs, rifles and Kevlar, I should say, each and every round. But we'll see if they can win another pistol. They managed to win with just Eagles before. Grenade doesn't quite connect, but the bullets certainly do. It's going to be Config down to just 17 points of health now. They've got all 5 players outside the B bomb site. And what do you really do? Just use this as the moment to catch your breath, because if you just run into B right now, I think you're going to get mowed down. They still have a Molotov, a flash. You might as well molly the barrels and flash in and just hope for the best, I suppose.
Last time they mollied the barrels, it just blew up in the air. Now maybe that's just a one-time mistake, but it is kind of a big deal if you don't get the Molotov there, because now you have to check it instead, and it's gonna it's going to take time and effort that you don't really want to spend. So looks like they've just completely given up on it, though. They've decided we're not even going to get close.
Yeah, back they go. Creeping in towards Immer's den. He's got a nice deep position here in towards the bathroom. Spots a couple. Just trying to block them off if possible. Great job. He's taking a lot of damage. That's unfortunate. Good response from NIP. They might as well continue with this. We've got 30 seconds. A bit of a gap here. Well, they do have to deal with Alexi B as well. He's got a prime position. That same defensive smoke Anders that keeps getting deployed on the CT side. It's cut the bomb side in half. It's really difficult to work with. You either push through it or you have to go around where the CTs have all the advantages they could ask for as we just speak over the final moments here because there's no chance for config. He's behind enemy line, sure, but he'll probably get this kill. That would be it, but Emma's one step ahead of him. I should say bits as they close things out. That's pretty comfortable for Alexi B and co.
I think it's also the way that the smoke dispersion works when you're shooting through the edges with a rifle.
Yeah,
the way that smoke works, because if they're shooting from the other side, they're not going to get the same dispersion from the T side, but because you're playing at the edge of it from your point of view, it's just going to be so much more interesting for you to get this. Like, you can really see them when they're just trying to crawl onto the side there. It's a great smoke. Everyone should learn it.
Yeah, absolutely true. 8-2, and no plan once again. They managed to get the opening pick that time, but unfortunately unable to close it out. Head trick on the AWP. No one really stepping up in the fragging department. That's the problem here. Like, sure, you can treat like a face-it pug, but a team like Navi are just locking them out. They haven't even got a chance for any angels here. S-Tag's had a pretty rough one, 2 and 8. He gets absolutely bloody owned by the flashbang of bits as JL will swing out, find that first frag. Like, it's a guaranteed kill with that sort of flashbang being deployed.
It's so decisive because the delay between the flash and the kill was almost 0. It's just, you get flashed and you're dead instantly afterwards. Wow, pretty impressive work. All right. Nice attempt from Rez on the other side, I think, to try and sneak in there, but couldn't hit the shot, unfortunately.
He did well to get to the rock. There was certainly a chance to find Wonderful there, but he's got so much range. Unless you hit the instant headshot, it's difficult to take him down. So still a 5-on-4, sub 1 minute. And in terms of utility, we still have execution potential here. 3 smokes available for NIP. Rez trying to find something in towards middle. He'll be lurking at this stage. Beats the smoke at the very least, and yeah, those were his efforts. A little bit of a desperate swing once the smoke went down. He knew he didn't have the time to kind of wait it out. And it doesn't really get any better. You might as well save Anders. Like, you're not going to win this round.
Saving in the 11th round.
It doesn't feel good.
It really doesn't.
No, but there's really no point throwing the AWP away. You're not going to break through, yeah.
Oh, what an awkward first half this has been.
Yeah, it's not been the most compelling half a Counter-Strike. We've had like 5 technical timeouts and only 2 NIP rounds, one of which was an eco victory.
What's the confetti down there? What's happening on the screen? Like,
I didn't notice it. Are you sure it wasn't like some ash, maybe?
I don't think there was any Molotov down. I'm hearing typing. Can we get a replay of the confetti? Maybe I'm just crazy.
I think maybe I'm crazy. I don't know what you mean by confetti. I wasn't looking, but
I swear there was confetti. Like, I'm not making it up. If I was making it up, I'd make it more interesting.
That's true. You'd come up with something.
Come up with something cool.
A little bit better than that. But yeah, a bit of typing here, and there's no chatting going on right now. So hopefully just a small headset issue to deal with. First map of the day here, ladies and gentlemen. First elimination game as well. Loser of the series is going home. Thankfully, it's only the first map. Unfortunately, though, it's NIP's pick. They haven't really turned up to it. I think we picked NIP as well, Anders. I'm not going to lie to you.
Did we?
I think the Creamy Bears might have rolled the dice on this one. Doesn't please me to tell you that, but that might be the case. I think I remember, but for now, we have got at least...
Because you and I are brave, Henry. The others, they're playing it safe. They're, the by-the-book kind of people, a little bit boring.
Our time is coming. And NIPs will have to come now. It's the final round of this first half. They have to buy, of course. They saved 3 weapons. They've got Galil's otherwise. And it's been a bit of a disaster. But these are the sort of rounds where the kind of face-it style maybe really can work. But that's a deadly headshot towards the bathrooms. Emma opening things up. Great synergy here from Wonderful. Calm as you like as he hits AWP shot after AWP shot.
The speed on that first headshot is so stupid. There's no time to really react this there on the NIP side.
Oh, look at them. They're just toying with them right now. It looks like a guaranteed round, but Headtrick will at least pull one back. We had a bit of a double AWP set up here as Alexi B was chiming in as well with the sniper rifle responsibilities. The bomb is down. So is Headtrick. NIP have not really done an amazing job here. It's their map pick, Anders, and they've only posted 2 rounds.
Pushing.
Boys. Res can be long timing, that's it.
Nice.
Okay, never mind that.
Nice!
Was it full boy?
Yeah.
like 3 guys, like. Bro, that's the most satisfying thing to ever do.
Nice, me and you, Valera. Ace!
The most satisfying thing ever, Anders. You heard it here first, and I tend to agree with him. What a flashbang, what a lineup, what a spray down, an iconic moment.
What would you compare that to, Henry, in terms of satisfaction?
I'm not sure. I think he's onto something though.
Like that 4 a.m. kebab when you've been out.
Yeah, it might
like
be.
that.
It's definitely up there.
It's
top
up there.
3. As we'll get into
All right.
a really difficult situation for NIP. I hate to tell you, if they don't win this pistol, call this one done. 10-2 is incredibly difficult to recover.
Yeah.
Switching over to that CT side now, and they're up against P250s in the hands of Wonderful and Alexi B. They've got a couple of smokes, flashes as well, and it's Navi that are looking red hot.
That flash was so good. Alexi got the assist even on the 4th kill, on the guy who was way behind it. That's how sick that thing was. Oh, it's ridiculous. All right. Well, here we go. NIP now on the CT side. I can't even really... It's hard to imagine a recovery from this, but it really is. Like, there have to be a whole new NIP team in the second half. They need to just... Every individual has to step it up on a whole new level. So, that can happen, but...
We saw Complexity do it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, so there's some history.
Well, they recovered a 12-2 yesterday, and we'll see whether 10-2 is possible. We are going to have Wonderful, as mentioned, the P250 in hand. Good flashbang coming over. Makes things very uncomfortable for Rez. And that's going to be a good response, though. Headtrick making things a little bit more problematic now for Navi.
Yeah, good head drops coming out. Config looking for more. He's actually going to get one. I think with the last bullet taking down Alexi. My God, what a round. And Headtrick, in spite of the fact that oh my God, he's on his feet.
All right, be careful.
Excited.
Let's not disconnect any headphones. We've had enough technical issues today, to be honest with you.
That's not Config's problem, is it?
Yeah.
Right,
okay, but that's what they need. That's the sort of energy. Like, he's just trying to rally the troops right now.
Yeah.
Like, this game is dead in the water, but they've won the pistol. And they still can win. Like, it's their map pick. Players like Config keep these sort of frags up, like, you never know. Yeah, he's got the whole hand right now.
Nice, man.
Yeah, I like that. See whether he can keep it up. It's gonna
I
be,
hope so.
It's going to be the full eco. As bomb wasn't planted, but maybe this is the start of a glorious comeback. It seems to happen more often than not in CS2. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, that's true. There is a way to run this back for sure. Although, yeah, it is quite a big deficit. We'll see. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Let them prove it if they can. This round, no bomb plant obviously in the previous one, so it will be just a deagle. A single deagle on bit to mess around with. Maybe we'll get some more satisfying shots out, perhaps. Maybe not the lineups, but, you know. Deagle will get you there sometimes.
The ultimate satisfaction.
Yeah.
A 4-man spray down.
That's not bad. All of them lined up. They're all flashed.
Like, it's just so guaranteed. They're in the bag.
Fish in a barrel. NIP in a tunnel.
Exactly.
Pretty good.
All right, then. Well, this could be NIP giving at least 1 kill away here. Config should be able to put this one to bed, no problem. He's got that Famas in hand, which seems to have got a bit of a buff in CS2 as well, to be honest with you. Pretty comfortable round for NIP, but slowly but surely they are coming back to life. This will be the all-important test, though. If they can pass this one, you never know. Maybe they're onto something. It's the first gun round. I see a mixture of Galils and AKs here, depending on how much utility they think they require into this next round. But we had a nice array of rifles there for NIP. They should have equal firepower. We've got the AWP as well. Headtrick bringing it out early. I like that. Like, you need this round, right? Like, there's not an opportunity to save cash and see what you can do. We need to win this round. So Headtrick, like, go kill. Go see what you can find, kid.
Really scared, though, because some of the Navi individuals in the first half, it's not even just that they were winning a lot of rounds. It's individually some of the fights they were taking was so ridiculous. I think you saw it at the end with Imma, some of the shots that he was landing over by the restrooms there towards the end of the first half. It's just so crisp. So that if that continues for Navi, I'd say NIP is still going to be in trouble, but we'll see. Sometimes a half can change a lot. And some of these Agaleals, or at least one of them there on Bit, a bit of a downgrade. JL already taken quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, he took like a maximum damage grenade towards the T-steps from Rez to kick things off. So his round almost nullified, down to 25 points of health here. In terms of map control, they're going to be exploring their options towards long. Nice flashbang. Imma confirms there's no immediate presence at least. Good smoke's been baited out. JL trying to make something happen on this side of the map, but for now, they're pretty spread. We've got 2 towards long, 2 outside Monster. Will be Bits controlling towards that connector. Imma with the first kill though, does find Rez. Now going to be transitioning back towards B, hoping to pull a player away from that bomb site, fully execute. They've got a couple of smokes, one for Heaven, one for the bomb site itself. And here comes first contact up towards shore.
Just more good work with the flashbang to set up that first kill, right? It doesn't have to be that complicated. Molotov, it goes deep, but S-Tag still able to get the kill. That's impressive stuff. He knows there's someone else there. Good double kill for S-Tag. Actually, if he turned the spot around, but Hetrick's going to be there to save him. I was going to say he could have won that fight against JL. It's Hetrick from the high ground to get a couple of kills and S-Tag to close out the round. That's such a great defense, all things considered.
There was no Heaven smoke, Anders. I'm not sure if they missed it. There was a couple of weird ones on the ground there, but you're absolutely right. Really nice work from S-Tag. A chaotic situation. He manages to stay alive, get himself a double kill, and allow the rotation from Hetrick to come in towards the aforementioned Heaven. That was a 5-on-4 recovery as well. It all started here with Rez getting dropped in towards the bar from position, but it's S-Tag saving the day here. Huge double kill, and like I said, there was no smoke in this spot. There was that one down below, which looks to be a missed Heaven smoke on the T side.
That could be, yeah. That's unfortunate. Especially because that Heaven smoke is a pretty standard one.
Yeah, that's the only one you kind of need to make your way in towards B side to eradicate that orb presence. Hetrick couldn't believe his luck. But for now, it's NIP. They're online, Anders. There's a 3-0. No plants yet. Navi having a pretty underwhelming start to the second half. That's Imma dropped to open things up as well. Hetrick starting to come to life here. 14 kills. Nice shot from JL though.
Yeah, don't give this one up. Hetrick calling it out, saying they are definitely moving forward. A little bit of a double zoom, not necessarily what you're looking for. Molotov to slow them down. He's got the USP out, worried that they're going to try and really hunt for him. He's got conflict behind him, so that should provide a bit of coverage. And 3 versus 4, so I think they managed to stabilize this one. The real danger, I think, would have been here if Hetrick had got run down and they would have given up the AWP, but... Oh my god, okay. The Deagle's still alive.
Yeah, alive and well, it would seem. Surely at the end of the round, though, they'll come through the smoke and continue to trade, Anders. This is now getting a little bit more complicated. Hetrick feeling the pressure from long and indeed short. Flashbang, actually a smoke being deployed here, and you can see he's having to take a risk. USP's out, and he's pushing long, continues, just to try and find a bit of information here. 15 seconds.
I think he thought that Bit had already made his way onto the site, so he's really worried that he's in there somewhere. Right, low on time, the USP not ringing true, there we go! And I think either way, the clock has run down on this one, so... Man, he almost failed to get that kill, and if he had, they might have had time to plant the bomb, but... That's such an expensive round. That should have never got that close.
Well played to Hetrick, I have to say. The fact he even denies the plant, and it was a compromise scenario there. He did absolutely everything he had to, as we did see some beautiful shots from Alexi B, but no plant, but he did save the AWP. So not all is lost. That means they are going to get an injection of cash in one way or another. You can see, Hetrick's happy with that. Like, he felt very uncomfortable there. Didn't have the information required, had to take a bit of a risk and use the USP to close things out there. But NIP continue to find the winning streak here as they use another tactical timeout. It's actually going to be Navi with their first, so they're the ones feeling the pressure now, Anders.
Yeah, you couldn't understand that. This game has suddenly got a little bit more interesting. It was looking pretty bad for NIP. There's no way to save it like
it was 10-2. Yeah, it was rough. It's about as bad as it gets.
Well, they're starting to wake up a little bit more. 10-6 now. Money is really amazing for NIP, but we're getting into a territory where they have a little bit of a buffer if it keeps up this way.
Yeah, the last round was certainly costly, but that's going to be the 4-0 streak. A very important one. They can't really afford to give up anything at this stage. Here's Rez. He's had a bit of quieter time on the CT side. He's the one that's getting picked off the most. We'll see if he can reel it in. Display some self-preservation here. You see Config. He's been tagged in to go towards long. He's pushing with some conviction as well. He's got the AK-47 in hand, feeling himself right now. Wants to take the game to them. There's a call for the flashbang. Could be set up by Rez here. Just going to be holding for now.
Again, you got to play like Config. It's so hard not to let him try to do some of these things because of how accurate he could be.
Right.
Immer is holding on the other side, and I think just kind of waiting it out, saying, yeah, I'm well aware that this could be happening. And the rest of the Navi team set up to, what's the B-bomb site? We'll see if they're going to be able to get the Heaven Smoke down correct this time, and...
Here he comes.
The timing is there, and he's going to be able to win the fight.
That's kind of wild.
He didn't take any damage at all.
He didn't take any damage. Immer was sat there, ready and waiting for that specific fight, but Config with the pre-fire takes him down. It's going to be an early advantage for NIP once again, 35 seconds. It looks like Navi, the one scrambling this time. Should have been a kill for head trip, but JL pulling one back. They're locked out by the flames right now, but it's going to be JL with the double. S-Tag looking for the lineup once again. Can he post it? It doesn't look like it's going to be quite enough here. 20 seconds, and back and forth we go. But Bit has been left in the clutch as he gets the bomb down in towards the B sites.
Important kill for Config. He's right on top of Bit. It was very sandwiched into the moment. Not a great position to be in. A good relocation, though. At least he gets out just a little bit. Config still hunting him and running up on the site behind him. There's the swing. Nice work from Bit. That's going to be the kill. And now he just needs the headshot on to Rez, and he gets it. Taps him out of the round. A triple kill for Bit.
A bit of magic on the server for Navi. They post their first round on the T side. It was arduous. It was labored. It took a fantastic clutch from Bit, but they get it over the line there. Disappointing finish for NIP after looking so strong, so comfortable on the B bomb side as well. They had locked them out with the utility, but it was JL fighting back. 2 for Naillanders, looking for that double kill, converts it. That's the opening they needed. And yeah, a 2-on-1 against Bit, but what a beautiful shot. Rez didn't stand a chance there. You can see what it means to JL. He had to work hard for those 2 opening kills. It was just enough. We said the money would be affected if they gave that round up. You can see that reflected in the bottom right of your screen right now. 2 rifles, 3 pistols. Lose this round only as a map point. You have nothing left. So this might be the GG right here. S-Tag with the first frag.
Absolutely critical to pick that one up there. They need it. Rez out on long. See if he can do something. Good shot with the 5-7.
That'll do.
That will definitely do. Individually, I mean, we need to see Rez come alive. You mentioned it earlier, but that's a 6th kill right there. They need a lot more out of it at the moment.
Yeah, it's absolutely true.
Look at where Bit is on the map. It's a 5 versus 3, but he is so deep.
But look ahead, Trick. They're very aware of this prospect, Anders. It's a nice position still for Bit. They don't have the advantage on the duel, but they're aware that he could be on the bomb site. He continues to find headshot after headshot, though. 3-on-2. All of a sudden, this round is possible once again for Navi. It's Immer and Wonderful. With 45 seconds on the clock. First port of call, though, will be recovering the C4. Scooped up by Immer. They still have a couple of smokes and the Molotov, a wonderful AWP. They both sit at 100 health. And CTs, in terms of B bomb side presence, well, they're pretty stacked. They're ready for this one. It's down to Immer and the opening frag. That's the only way they make this round work.
Smoke up at the high ground. Config surely going to be coming. Oh my god, the pre-fire there from Immer is beautiful. Alex is right down below now. He could go for the swing, but it's been covered by Wonderful. He's got the right idea. Misses the shot, though. No. Immer gets another headshot, taking down Rez. I can't believe Navi bringing this round back. It's all on the back of Alex here. Newly minted in-game leader trying to see if he can bring this one home for his team. They absolutely need it. Oh. He gets the headshot, but it's not going to matter. Immer, what a beautiful round from him. 3 headshots to close this one out.
Oh, there it is, Anders. Map point has been found. It's a very calm and collected clutch coming in from the likes of Wonderful. And yeah, that's going to be, I think, the knockout blow. It was a great attempt here from NIP. I think it's been admirable to see what they've done on the CT side. They've looked strong, but Immer, as you mentioned, these beautiful picks, shot after shot, Counter-Strike perfection displayed there, especially that kill towards Heaven as well, just preemptively finding the CTs. And yeah, unfortunately, they have to buy. Map points, 12-6. It'll be one hell of a comeback now. The 5-7s, the Deagles. A plucky MP9 in the hands of Headtrick. It's about all they've got to work with here. at least they showed some character in the second half, Anders. It wasn't a complete blowout. Like, the 10-2 scoreline,
Yeah.
extremely difficult to recover. Like, there was a moment here as well where it felt like Navi were on the ropes, and sure, it's not over yet, but it's difficult to imagine a world where they make this round work. But let's have a look as to whether they can hold on.
Headtrick and Config has been playing really well, so two of them definitely showing up, but they just need a little bit more in here. JL, good opening, nearly the double, but the C set 75. It's a more and more rare occurrence, but it does get picked up here, and he gets a kill on JL. 4 versus 4 with Alex quite... Oh,
hello.
There's Config again. Always good for a kill or two, it feels like.
Yeah, he can recover a rifle here as well. So this is actually kind of massive. Alex is down to 4 points of health, but they've got the man advantage now. 45 seconds. Rez hasn't had the best showing. If he can turn up now with his 5-7, that would be absolutely fantastic for them. You see the money's low for Navi as well. If they do lose this round, Anders, like, lost bonus is not established. There's still a chance of the comeback. Like, CS2 is a very interesting game right now, and I think that's a guaranteed frag. Alex will pull one back. Still a 3 versus 2. Round not over yet, though.
Good crouch spray coming in there from him up. Going to be finding Rez. S-Tag calling it in, telling his teammate, yeah, they're definitely showing up in Config. So long rotation. Nice shot in there, it's Config. Coming in from the connector. Good work. Good recovery from NIP. That's a hard round to win.
Oh, absolutely as well. And they lost that opening pick at the very same time. But Config recovering the rifle. S-Tag hitting some bangers there with the Deagle to close things out. We're not done just yet. And that's a bit of a problem. A fly in the ointment for Navi. And they're going to call a tactical timeout. Anders, their money is absolutely busted. At this point, it's a CZ, like you said, a bit of a rare appearance, but the Desert Eagles certainly not, as Alex Arrange found the scope. No chance of spotting him, and at this stage, the money is, there's no chance of the AWP, there's no chance of the AK-47s. They're going to have to bring out either the Force Buy with MAC-10s, Tech-9s, Deagles, or take an eco here. So pick your poison. Blade will chime in and offer up his suggestions.
He always looks very assertive when he's talking.
Hey, well, he tried the prank earlier. He sat down on the chair. Didn't land. Not all of them do. Yeah, it looks like we'll take just an eco here, ladies and gents. So,
okay,
probably the correct call. Money, it's like definitely like on the cusp in terms of like, is it worth saving for the next round? But we'll see what they can make of it. A few Deagles.
Bit trading a lot of health to try and get that advanced position.
Yeah, you might as well use it now.
Yeah, I was going to say, when you're this deep, just keep running.
Yeah. Take the risk. See if you have slipped the proverbial net.
I mean, if you keep going to all the way up to the A-bomb side, you could actually get behind them, but obviously very hard for him to know that in the moment. And Hetrick's going to be able to find him instead, so... Could see he was Rez that threw that earlier Molotov, so good little setup there. Nice shot from Rez. I'm really got my eyes on him for this game. I want him to play a little bit better than he currently is.
JL's got his crosshair on Hetrick's face, it seems. As we'll see. The opening pick here. Navi, can they do anything else? They recover a rifle at the very least, Andrew. So you never know. There could be a fighting chance here. They've got a bit of Kevlar behind this one. We'll see whether they can actually get a bomb plant, perhaps. It's Config, though. Looking mean, looking ready for a fight.
Ooh, and Alex wants to move forward. This is a bit dangerous. A lot of damage on the JL, and it gets the confirmation that they're still out there. I do like the forward position down to the B-bomb side as well, so they kind of have an idea that no one is immediately going down to the B-bomb side. So the CTs, quite happy to stack this and just wait it out. They should be able to win this. 3 versus 3. It's actually the pistol opening. Good flashbang setup again. Alexi really setting up his teammates, but S-Tag with a triple spray down. That's a good adjustment, especially on that first kill. So yeah, good stuff overall, but there's something that you noticed that was really lacking for NIP when they were on their T side. It's the simple flashbang setups. Alexi's doing it over and over again, setting up his teammates.
Sure.
They did it at the restrooms earlier. They obviously did it at the B tunnel when they were on the CT side. And now at the A-bomb side here, it's just a pistol and a flashbang, but they get the kill.
Yeah, it's still difficult to hold, but S-Tag makes it work. Like you said, that triple spray down denies the plan at the very least. That was a bit of a partial buy from Navi. Some Deagle, some Kevlar. We're back into the action now. Wonderful had to sacrifice the helmet, making it more squishy to those M4s. Speaking of which, Rez is starting to look sharper on the CT side. He's actually having some impact now and some confidence as he pushes towards that party position. Hell of a grenade. God damn.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah. Great way to kick things off. NIP just 4 rounds away now from taking us to overtime. Bear in mind, this is a 10-2 deficit. We've seen some insane comebacks this tournament.
What is Hetrick doing this far back? I'm so confused. Rez gonna get the kill, but he's gonna get traded. And Hetrick was basically holding connector from all the way back at CT spawn. I feel like he could have been a little bit closer to throw, you know, maybe a flashbang or something for Rez, maybe help him out.
Well, down he goes.
Yeah, in spite of a really awkward jump there for a bit, it's still gonna be a kill going towards Hetrick there. So 3 versus 3 now.
Yeah.
Fix on the site.
Still, bear in mind, map point has been for some time for Navi. 3 versus 3. Is this where they can close things out? It was looking like an absolute done deal, but Config is doing his absolute best to deny them everything here. Beautiful shot towards Alexi B, looking for that second, but it's going to be JL answering back. 2-on-2 now, 30 seconds.
Yeah, shot in the back by S-Tag. JL, what can you really do here? 25 seconds. He's looking for it. He knows there's going to be someone on the side. But again, S-Tag using the audio information there to absolutely time the peak perfectly. They're running it back. They're getting closer.
Oh, yeah.
This is getting a bit interesting, actually.
It absolutely is. Like, nothing is safe. Nothing is confirmed in CS2, Anders. It feels like it doesn't matter what the scoreline is, every comeback is possible. S-Tag, once again, getting this final kill. He's starting to wake up as well. Things getting awkward for Navi out there. The loss bonus accumulating, but still no plants coming through. No tight scenarios for them. It leads into another partial buy. Double digits beckons for NIP at this point. But these are the rounds that can slip away sometimes. And it gets a bit looser. When they pick up the pace and they go for these opening frags. Rez has got a lot of pressure coming his way. He's delivering the goods, though. He's done enough to win the round, Anders. If he can retreat and just fall back out of this one, it should be job done. Great work. That will do.
Yeah, super happy to see it. Just no need to fight any further. Don't overextend it. Even giving over a rifle or anything like right now, Navi, for them, it's about the economy. It's about keeping as much alive as they can and have, you know, the buy rounds coming in the next couple of rounds so that they don't get into overtime. That's just what Navi want to avoid, surely. 12-10 going to be the likely outcome here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Scary.
Exciting as well.
Yeah.
It's so difficult to find that 13th round. Especially when it felt like it's such a done deal. Everyone's so happy after the first half. It's 10-2. You lose the pistol, you think, oh, that's all right. We'll work this out. We'll get our round. And sure, they've got a couple of them. They found that point. They've alleviated pressure in that sense. But, yeah, they feel that this one is slipping away. This partial buy has done nothing for them. At least nothing yet. It's a 5-on-2. They've got an interesting boost here. But I don't think the CT is going to give anything away. It will get to about the 15-second mark, and they'll just have to get in there because you do not want to outlive the clock.
Yeah, very true. Just for show, I think, with the Deagle, doesn't really make a big difference in the round overall, or the game, really. They can rebuy the rifle on the NIP side. They're going to be fine with it. It's really crunch time now for Navi. Imagine if it goes into overtime, how frustrating that's going to be.
I'm there right now, mentally. I can see it. I can visualize it. And Rez, like, at the start of this half, he was having some difficult rounds. He was getting dropped by pistols, and now he really stepped up. They needed him to have a solid one there. A couple of kills, retreats, synergize with his teammates there. And they're showing why they picked this map. The CT side has been strong. Tactical timeout. You can see Navi starting to sweat here a bit, Anders. They've actually used their third as well.
Yeah.
Final timeout, given up. A team that looked like they were just in cruise control after that first half.
Much less so now. I feel like this has just been a thing on Overpass recently. It used to be that there were so many setups. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's see if we can listen in.
Okay, guys. Round by round. Don't focus on the score, please. Don't focus on the score. We play normal. We're playing really good, boys.
I like that, Alex. Play normal. Doesn't matter what the scoreline is. Round by round. Brick by brick. Rez this time maybe gets a bit carried away there, Anders. The Molotov committed into the fight.
Yes.
And now they are on the back foot for the first time in this half. They've had all the advantages and converted all of them. They've done very well. But Rez, like we said at the start of this half, he was giving himself up for free on a few occasions. And it might have happened once again in the most important round of them all. So how did they recover this? What's the CT response? They have got config.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's surely going to be config, yeah.
He has to do something with this one. He knows it as well. Calculating the moment to pounce here. Config, the coiled Cobra. And it's S-Tag, keeping the dream alive. Alexi B strikes though. And this is going to be it. Will they break? Will they give it up? Down to Alex. A captain's performance there. And he brings it back to a 2-on-2.
Absolutely huge. Config's on the hunt. Always looking the wrong way. Here we go. All right. He spots out Imma. The bomb is right in front of Bit. 1 versus 2. He might be able to find the first kill here if he's quick with it. But Patrick crouched down and NIP gets to live another day. Alex. Oh, he's fired up once again. He got the double and he's brought it into the last round of the half or of the match here. Might go into overtime, but in regulation, we're getting there. Unbelievable scenes.
I'm loving this. And of course, it's Alex as well after losing that first pick. Like I said, that Molotov behind Rez, flashbang to follow it up as well. He didn't stand a chance. They needed a double kill from the Spanish in-game leader. He pulls it off. It's just enough.
I was about to say, Henry, it used to be that these B executes were just so powerful on this map, and I feel like we're seeing them less and less, where you just set up the rain of flashbangs going over behind the pillar, the smokes, the Molotovs towards barrels. Like, I feel like I'm not seeing that nearly enough. Like, where are just the default B executes coming into this? It feels like they kind of disappeared a little bit.
Well, they're going to struggle to do one here, Anders, because they've got a distinct lack of utility. Galil's pretty much across the board. Yeah, exactly. Not a single AK-47. How has this happened, ladies and gentlemen?
Oh, no.
A 10-2 lead. And it's all come crashing down. 12-11. They can still win in regulation here. But this is Navi unraveling at the seams. They do not have any firepower or utility. It would take a bit of a miracle to convert this round. But the Galil in CS2 has been a bit of a talking point. It seems very powerful. It's a very popular rifle right now.
It could be good.
And
it could be really good.
It might be just enough. They've got a couple of smokes remaining, a Molotov, and they're starting to coordinate the troops outside the B bomb site. This one to steal away the map from NIP before we move on to Mirage.
This can work, though. I mean, it's going to be tough because they're so close to the tunnel here. Molotov set up. They are burning alive, trying to get through that one.
No way!
Oh, it's a leg shot. The Deagle's out. Head-trick with a nice one, but he can't get the flicking. And they're still in it. 2 versus 3 here. The bomb about to be planted. Navi, they've really pulled a rabbit out of their hat here. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Smoke just now dissipating here, but now, I mean, if they miss this top NIP, it's done. No overtime being allowed for. Flash over the edge. Oh, actually, it's a team flash. They get slowed down. It's disastrous. Rez on his own. 1 versus 2. They're right down below. Imma just looking up at him. Does Bit is there? It doesn't even matter. The Galils, they'll power